Okay, here.
Lies.
Maybe
Lies. It is not live.
Maybe now I'll hit go live.
Mr. Burt Ben, welcome, sir. How you doing?
What's going on, fellas?
Dude,
Good evening.
We're going to have a party tonight.
I know.
Yeah.
Figure we might as well.
Yeah, you bet. We might as well.
There we go.
Once Coach can figure out how to stream this thing, then we'll get started. Hey, we're live.
There we go.
I'll figure it out eventually.
All right, here we go. Good evening, warriors of Wolfnet. Welcome to tonight's game of Thursday Night Throwdown. I'll be your host, Sean Diablo Goolsby. Joining me tonight is Mr. Dyer.
Mr. What? Uh-oh, lost you. Mr. Pink.
Good evening, ladies.
Mario. And just now dialed in, Burr Ben of the Colorado Clan.
What's going on, folks?
Welcome, gentlemen. It is going to be a fun night tonight, watching some lasers drop, seeing some mechs get destroyed, and find out just how exactly Coach is going to get his ass handed to him on the field of battle tonight.
Wow, like that, huh? Wow, off to a great start. 3 for initiative.
Off to a great start.
That's right. I'm going to put my money down on the Ghost Bears.
Yeah.
Rasalhague is going to go?
Hey, they've switched over. It's Rasalhague Dominion.
Oh.
Oh, yes. The RD.
Alrighty. Yep, tonight we're sponsored by Catalyst Game Labs, as always.
7.
Aries Games and Miniatures. And anybody else, Mr. Coach?
Starcore.
Starcore.
Starcore Industries.
I will choose terrain.
I'm shocked.
Fantastic. Alrighty.
Coach, if you win,
How's the weather in Colorado?
Little chilly still.
You guys get any of that snow?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, we got some snow still on the ground, and we got some coming in this weekend. So.
Nice. We just had our
out there.
We had our first snow of the winter here in Minneapolis
I'll take 10.
for Valentine's Day, and it's all melted off.
Oh,
There you go.
Decided to play
you guys are behind the power curve out there, aren't you?
your rules.
Big time. This is basically the mildest winter in recorded history, I think.
I think we got all your guys' stuff.
I think so too. I'm fine with it. You guys can keep it.
Yep. We'll just keep it over that way.
Yeah.
We had a few days
Now-
below zero. It was, it's been pretty epic winter so far.
Nice.
11.
Yeah, because
How's Indiana?
Oh, so Indiana's not too bad. Actually, we're sitting at about 44 degrees right now.
48 minus
So.
2 is 6.
Nice. Well, you guys are far enough south. You don't have too bad of winters, right?
Oh no, we can get some pretty nasty stuff down here. A couple years ago, I remember it being, in the negatives consistently for like 2 weeks. So, whatever we get, you get worse. But for us, it sucks.
No, it's been a pretty fine winter. I'd ask Tom how's his winter's going, but he's just down the street from me, so he's been having a pretty good winter too.
To the back edge.
This is great. Compared to last year, this has been amazing. Like,
Keep going.
very little snow. Actually, I think you guys, even down 2 hours south of me, Sean, have gotten quite a bit more than we have.
Oh, is that so? Yeah. And that's nothing. We've had nothing. Yeah, no complaints. No complaints.
I think somewhere around end of December we had a good bit of snow down here, but other than that, it's not been bad. We had a week of straight fog. That was pretty interesting.
Oh, that's fun.
I'd never seen something like that, where it was literally 7 days of like no seeing anything.
Wow, mysterious.
It was.
You get to place terrain first.
So, alrighty, so we've got Bloodbath versus Coach tonight. Bloodbath is playing Ghost Bears. And by a raise of hands, how many people rooting for Ghost Bears tonight? And by hands, I mean shout out.
I'll root for Ghost Bears because I can't procure
Go
it.
Bears.
Bears.
It's pretty
That's
much a
right.
clean sweep.
Yeah.
No, because you
Yep,
cannot set
that's true.
LETs more than 1 inch high.
Coach has got to
Got
do
some
some
interesting
spectacular
lists.
stuff.
Hey, Coach, can you hear me?
Yep, I can.
Did you perchance load a screenshot of your guys' armies so we can chat about what you got?
Yes, I did.
Silence.
Also,
Excellent.
also, Coach, don't forget to set the timer this time.
You won't forget about the time.
Good call.
I will not
Good
forget.
call.
That's right. Keep an eye on him, Tommy.
There we go. Okay, so Coach, we are not watching on Discord your live screen. We are only stuck on one screen.
I've got it pulled up on the YouTube, and he's got.
What?
He's got
Yeah, I can see it on the YouTube. The screen you're sharing with us is not your live screen.
Well, it'll get there eventually.
No, it's got to YouTube before it got to us, so I think YouTube's always on a 30-second delay. Anyways, we can talk about it based on our YouTube stream.
It's showing the same screen that I'm showing you guys on YouTube.
So we test YouTube.
Do you guys see it on the? Maybe it's my problem.
I can
I
see
can see a
both.
frozen. I can see a frozen intro screen. There we go. We're good. All right. Sorry. Here we go. We're so good at this.
Eventually
Alrighty.
we'll get to the point where we take the training wheels off.
Nah, it's more fun with the training wheels.
These are fucking great.
Mr. Bovee, tell me what you like about the Ghost Bears here.
Remember, I can move this.
It takes a lot to get 4 mechs up to 250 points, especially when they're all skill 4.
Fair enough.
But Bloodbath pulled it off here. That Mastodon is a beast. I mean, armor for days, structure for days, 666. A little bit on the slow side, but hold the line doesn't really require a ton of speed. So that thing's going to be a monster out there. Tons of indirect fire. That's such a fun mech. Such a great sculpt.
IF6.
But the standout here is the Charger. Like, I think everybody who ordered mechs from the Kickstarter is waiting on that thing. Like TMM3, 83 points, 660, 10 armor, 4 structure. You're just run in there and just smash things.
That one looks like a lot of fun to run across the field.
Yeah, that
For
one.
sure.
That Charger is going to bring a lot of hurt to a lot of people with this new format and the additional points. I foresee several of those coming out to play.
Well, especially with the extra 50 points that we get now in a scenario, it'll make it easier to.
30.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, a couple of beastie Grizzlies there for sure. Well, I guess he has Grizzly 3. bunch of beefy mechs for sure.
Yeah.
That
Anybody
Bruin's
got
no
any?
slouch either?
Oh no, not at all. The fun. I hear it's a nice model too, even though it's just in metal.
Yep, it is a nice looking piece.
I don't have one of those yet. Anybody got anything to say about the Draconis? I know these are beautiful sculpts for the most part.
They are. I am not as well versed in the Draconis, but I do know the Tenshi is one of the later assault omnis that they have lore-wise that they built with the Republic, and this particular one is exceptionally nasty with the 2 TSEMPs. So looking to see if that causes a lot of trouble for Matt. The
Matt's running that one. Oh, wait, no. Coach has got.
No, that's Coach's.
Draconis.
That's Coach's.
Yeah, Coach got Draconis. Yeah.
And you've got, just the beautiful sculpts that they've been coming out with for the Draconis combined. You got your very scaled armor samurais. So you can't have a list without a Shiro or a Roboruki, one of the two, and he's got both. So that's going to be fun.
Rokuro Kubi.
Rakuru.
We're all American. We're all mispronounced.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I'm going to call it the Roku.
The Roku.
Yeah. Same as
Copyright
my TV.
infringement, sir. You're going to get in trouble.
Yeah. I'm in trouble all the time. So he's got 3 mechs that have ME or have melee attack ability, so it's gonna be fun to see. Matt's got a brawly list, but Coach has got a list that's made to get into your face and cause you all kinds of problems. And then there's the standard Coach VTOLs, so he doesn't like to go anywhere without his helicopters.
Yeah, I do like me some helicopters too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that Spider is no slouch either, you know.
No, it's not.
It's with that 20-inch jump strong. I mean, that's pretty deadly if it gets in your backfield, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Good objective grabber too if you were doing such a thing.
Interestingly enough, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 5 mechs at skill 4, and that account for 232 of his PV. So he's not far off of Matt's 4. He's got some expensive boys in here.
Right. Well, the Draconis mechs typically come with a whole bunch of specials.
And he's got a bunch.
And that definitely makes them a lot more expensive for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
And quite frankly, a lot of specials that I have personally never relied on or used in tournament setting.
Well, 3 of his mechs have got the ballistic reinforced armor, so that'll come into play because the bears do have pretty weapons heavy loadouts, but a lot of them are ballistic. So
that's the one that'll give you bonuses against things like AC.
Yeah, and Matt's got indirect fire and LRM.
Okay, does it do stuff against that too?
I'm not. I would have to double check on that. I'm not sure if it specifies with indirect fire, but I do know LRM will be affected.
I'll look it up right quick. Got my book right here.
Awesome.
One thing that I would love to give as feedback for Catalyst is when they put these special abilities, put them in alphabetical order for what the special is, how it's named on the card, not how it's named like by words. For example, Risk Viral Jammers, which I have no idea what it does, but the shorthand is DJ. So if it's on my card, I don't think DJ would ever come to mind as a Risk Viral Jammer.
All right. Ballistic reinforced armor reduces the damage from standard weapons or from a standard weapon attack that has AC, FLK, IATM, IF, LRM, or SRM special abilities, or special weapon attacks made using those same abilities. The armor halves all damage by these attacks rounding up. Ouch.
That's a good one to have.
That would be a good one.
Everything.
Yeah.
Hence the bump in price tag.
Yeah.
We'll start after the plan.
Oof, that'd be rough on that old Mastodon.
That's right.
Yeah, he's going to take half. All of his mechs are going to take half damage from that thing, aside from the Tenchi.
Yep, that's true.
5 inches.
The big question is, will Coach remember that he has that special?
That is true too. Specials only work if you remember they're there.
Mm-hmm.
You got that right.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you play against a C3 list and you forget the whole time that you have ECM.
I've had to go into tournaments like with a highlighter and highlight the specials that I specifically don't want to forget that I always do.
Oh yeah.
Like ACM.
Yeah. I remember in the early days when you had to come along and make sure you knew the specials that your opponent had because there was a good chance that they didn't know what they had.
Right. Ah, the glory days.
Yep, the first time I saw Black Wolf battle armor, I think it's RFA, which was the laser reflective armor, and I'm like, what does that do? And they were like, I don't know.
Can't be. Let's just forget about it.
It's really why you just stick with the flatbed trucks. There's no specials. You don't have to worry about it.
The flatbed truck, the vehicle I give 3 out of 5 flatbeds.
That is a 1 out of 5 flatbed.
Flatbeds themselves are 1 out of 5 flatbeds.
Yeah.
Nice.
Zero flatbeds for you.
But the Tenchi is 5 out of 5 flatbeds, right?
Good to go.
Yeah, it's pretty hardcore.
I mean, if you hit with that T-stump, it's deadly because you'll tear anything apart the next turn. But
Any of you guys tried T-Sum? Have any of you guys tried T-Sum?
Yes, I
Yes.
have. For
How'd it
the
work out
most
for you?
part, I only managed to shut down maybe 2 things, 2 or 3 things out of maybe 10 total.
Okay.
We're gonna start deployment now.
I gotta shut up.
Timer on.
To all units, proceed to your post assignment. All units, proceed to your post assignment.
Tools, scripts. 4,800. Start the clock. I did it. I did it, guys. I started the clock on time.
Yay. Congratulations.
Ooh, 8. Don't you do it. Job, coach. Oh.
By 1.
Hey,
Thinking this means that Coach won initiative for the first round.
Why would I want to win initiative? I mean, that's just
Well,
dumb.
you get fast shit. Of course you
I think this
Why would
is
I wanna
Coach
do that?
not winning initiative.
He's gonna land.
No, he's oh yeah, he's moving first. Well, we're playing Hold the Line tonight. This is a game that I have played only once in a tournament and only once ever. I'm honestly not very familiar with this one. So anybody want to talk the rules through on this one? Anybody played this more than once?
You played that at LVO, didn't you?
Yes. I think that's
Ooh,
the one time I played it was LVO.
I believe that's the only time I've ever played it.
I don't want to call Mr. Goolsby a liar on his own stream, but him and I played this at that little con in Plymouth, Minnesota here earlier this year. Yeah. So 3 objective points. Middle one is worth 2. The outside ones are each worth 1. The objectives cannot be contested. So if your opponent and you are both on it, they still can take it. Really, the object is to get to your opponent's other side and take their objectives while protecting yours as best as possible. Probably be the biggest issue with a 4-mech list is 3 of you got to stay behind. So, going to be interesting to see how this one goes.
And the only way you can protect yours is by completely covering it with a unit.
Yeah, this is the one which has the small templates, the small objectives that you can fully cover with a mech base.
Mm-hmm.
If it was at the Plymouth, that was at Renegade. What was that? What was that little tournament called?
Renegade Weekend, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, Renegade. Okay, yeah. Hey, I forgot that I even went to that one. Can you believe that? I totally forgot about that tournament. No, that is the one time I played it. I don't think we did it at LVO. The previous year.
Sean wins so often he struggles to remember.
Hey, I lost twice at Renegade. Thank you very much. Once to a brand new player too. Some guy from up in Duluth. I forget his name, unfortunately, but he played really well. I think it was his first tournament.
Setting the bar high right out the gate. Good for him.
Yeah, I know it. There's something about beginner's luck in this format somehow.
Yeah, the dice gods really like that.
They really do. What they do is they want to get you hooked, so that you're rolling dice more often, and then they betray you forever.
The last games I played were in St. Louis, and 3 of the players out of the 4 were new players, and 2 of them, well, I think they were Warhammer guys because they had a pretty good grasp of tactics and everything. And 2 of them beat me, and one of them, it went to the 3rd tiebreaker rule because we had his Trachina and my Brutus killed each other in the final round. We had equal points, equal PV on the field, and what was one other thing? I can't remember what the second tiebreaker, or maybe that was the second tiebreaker, but the 3rd thing went to I had an army that was 347 PV, and he had one that was 346, and that's why he won. It was an outstanding game. He did.
That's a great game.
Fantastic job. And it was as evenly matched as you could hope for.
That's always the good games when they're close, kind of like our Super Bowl, right?
Yep.
Down to the last 3 seconds. Oh, baby, that was a good game. Well, only the second half, well, the 4th quarter and the overtime.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can. What's up?
The cigar smoke right underneath the camera really makes it look like Coach's units are on fire, which is pretty normal.
Yeah, a little battlefield smoke.
Mm-hmm.
I can dig it. Let's see if we can identify some mechs here. I'm having a hard time picking them out because the gray on gray is a little hard to see.
It's the smoke coming off of the damaged buildings there, Tom.
Hatamoto.
Right? Okay.
Tenshi.
All right.
Tenshi.
Shiro.
Didn't even see that one there.
Rokurakubi.
Rokurokubi. Spider. Where's your birds? Oh, I see one of them.
I landed.
They're hiding.
Yeah, maybe this was a map.
Right.
Bad map
Yeah, we need high contrast maps for streaming purposes.
But it looks so good here.
It does look good in person.
No
We're
camera.
streaming, baby.
Okay, you're good? Check. Alright, I guess I get to attack first.
I thought you wanted
On to the attack phase. With all of Coach's shiny new toys.
Negative eye.
Alright, who do I want to be on?
Look at that dice tray.
Well,
Isn't that gorgeous?
That
Well
is
done,
fancy.
Tommy. Well done.
let's go Tenshi right away. T-Simp only goes to medium range.
All right, so we are using this new system. The red poker dice, or poker shit is who is shooting, and the blue is who is being shot. So Tenshi to Grizzly?
Long range.
I can't quite tell.
Mastodon.
Mastodon, thank you.
You need to work on your visual identification.
3.
Well, what I need to do is
six.
get a screen that's like, 5
Got
feet
one.
by 5 feet, and then I'll be able to really see what's going on. I'm on a really small laptop right now.
I got 1 hit on the Mastodon. Let's see. You are...
1 hit with miles and miles to go. Frank Turner asks, units that sprinted can or cannot capture an objective. So there are various and assorted rules for that. I believe in this scenario, you can sprint and take an objective because this is a territory control.
That is correct.
4.
Yes, as long
Yeah.
and you can contest an object too.
Correct.
You just
Yeah.
can't. You
Capture the
can't-
flag you could not pick up.
4, 8,
Yeah.
9s to hit on the Mastodon.
Go ahead, Brute, sorry.
I gotta do this here. Shiro to Mastodon.
Shiro, shooting the Mastodon. Some focus fire.
2/3, right?
2/3. So no? Or is it... If I can see more than 2/3, it's not partial cover, right? I don't know, Judge. Because I didn't count it on the 10 sheet.
See what?
Shiro to Mastodon. Looking for partial cover.
This is the Shiro.
Yep.
You're seeing if you have partial or not.
If the Mastodon has partial cover.
If the Mastodon has partial cover?
Yeah, the one with the blue chip next to it. Too far back.
Call from the judge.
Mastodon firing on you?
Shiro is firing at the Mastodon. This guy here to that guy over there.
I see.
You see half or 2/3?
I see
Waits and with
2/3.
bated breath.
I see from his knees up.
So no partial cover.
Knees.
If it's less than 2/3, it's partial cover. I got 4, 8, 9s. 1. Oh, come on. Stupid Valhalla dice. I got 1 damage.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
2 on a Mastodon.
1 damage on a Mastodon, you might as well be throwing snowballs at it.
Peeing on its
4, 8,
feet.
9s.
That's about all I've done so far.
The Hatamoto to the Mastodon.
Hatamoto?
I got 1. Boy, I'm just like 1 short all the time.
Well, you're doing
That's
damage.
how
It
you
counts.
dice rolls.
Good.
The only way you can win
I
is
think you have
just
partial
to
cover from
sneak
him,
on
though.
by.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8s to hit from the Rokurakubi. 4, 5, 6, 7 partial cover, 8 for. And that's a whiff.
I think I heard him describe it wrong because if it's more than 2/3, it's full cover. It's blocked. If it's less than 2/3 and more than 1/3, that's partial cover.
Yep.
So I think he
Misspoke a little.
got that. I think he misspoke a little bit on that one.
Yeah, he probably has partial. Or no.
It'd be amazing to shoot at it, though.
No need to worry about partial cover when you're with dice rolls like that.
No, who cares?
I think I can just see. Of course, can he shoot me? I suppose if he can shoot me, I can shoot him.
Did you?
No, I don't think we can see each other.
Judge?
All I got is yeah. Spider the
Oh.
charger.
If I shoot back at the spider, can I hit him?
Say that again.
Can I shoot that way?
Is it more than 1/3? From here to there and back. Because if you look from the charger here, you can see an arm and a leg and a
I can
head.
see an upper torso,
Yeah.
a leg, and an arm.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd be able to shoot him.
Oh yeah, you can see him.
There's
There's partial.
11s?
There's a partial there.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11s. 11s from the spider to the charger. Not even gonna pick
Friends.
that up. That is garbage roll.
No, don't even bother. Don't even bother.
Alright, I'm done.
A rather ineffectual turn by Coach.
He's gonna have to make. He's gonna have to make a few more strides forward if he has any hope to take out those monsters.
Yep, that is true.
We'll see how well this ballistic reinforced armor serves him, or if he remembers to use it. What'll happen is halfway through the game he'll remember. Which usually
He'll
happens.
remember it wrongly.
Yes. You know, well, I mean, despite him having a bad round, 3 of his mechs having ballistic armor. I mean, if Matt doesn't pick the right thing to go after,
Mastodon to
he. Okay, so see, the Tenchi doesn't have the ballistic reinforced armor, so that would really hurt him the most.
Yeah. Did he do T-Semp shots? I don't think he did T-Semp shots.
I don't know.
I didn't see any single dice rolls, so T-Semp is
Is that a medium range?
short range, medium range. Or is
It's medium range.
Okay, you might not be in range then for T-Semp shots.
Yeah,
And
looks
then
like
yeah,
he should-
And then you got to hit on an 8 and up after. Well, you got to hit and then hit again on an 8 up.
6 long range.
Yes. You got to get a 8 to 12, I believe, shuts it down. Anything less than that adds a +2 to their roll, or a +1 to their roll the next turn. But it doesn't.
So it's got a high chance of hindering them, like adding something like the equivalent of some heat.
Yes, it'll jack up your targeting computer. It does not stack, so you can't shoot the same target twice and make it a +2 instead of a +1.
Sure.
But it can make your day. It's about like taking a fire control hit, and we all know those are just lovely.
I'd rather have an engine hit than a fire control hit, I think.
All day, every day, I take engine hits over fire control.
Yeah. Looks like just one scratch against Tenchi.
42 inches, or is it medium?
Either way, it's both.
Pull up the rules from the T-Simp just to double check it.
Spot and shooting chargers, so +1.
Chargers spotting and shooting, the Rakoro Kubi.
So +1 for my
Spotting and shooting?
Yes.
4, 5, 6, 10, 11s.
11s to hit.
Dang, they were rolling some
Oh,
nice shots here.
There's one. You got one? Come on.
Nice. Well, those dice are showing up nice.
Oh, bitch. Where's my Roku at? There he is.
Any of you guys going to Adepticon?
I will be going. I won't be participating in a tournament, but I will be going to. Actually, I will be playing in the Devils tournament.
Skill
Are you going to be going, Sean?
plus, are you counting partial
I
cover?
am not. I did not get tickets. I was out of the country for those 5 minutes that the tickets were on sale before they sold out.
It is impressive that if you look at Catalyst post today,
Plus 1 for
the
spot.
350 is the only event that Catalyst has that is sold out. So that's pretty phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I know that they got it. They also had it expanded so that they had more seats added to it, and they still almost immediately sold out again.
Same for the Bruins.
So yeah, it's looking to be like it's going to have a good number, good turnout.
12s from the Bruin.
Yeah, but it's been a good time. I really wanted to go to this one, but yeah, I was not lucky enough to snag a ticket quick enough.
Firing.
Ben, are you going?
Adepticon?
Yeah.
And let's hear
No,
from our
no.
sponsor this
Okay.
round.
We got, I did it Los LGO, and we got BengalisCon here in Denver this coming weekend, and then I got Con tickets already, so.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
Ben saving himself for Gen Con.
Yeah.
I will see you there, Ben, because I am also saving myself for Gen Con.
See, I could roll.
Perfect. Yeah.
What's going to quickly become the most exciting part of Gen Con won't actually be Gen Con. It will be the Gen Con house.
That's true. That's true. That is always quite the experience.
It is. Like a Battletech frat house.
Yep.
Nice.
Even the good old days of Battle Barn were pretty epic as well. So.
Oh yeah.
Those were good days. Those were good days.
Those are the kind of times when you could leave your cell phone on the running board of a truck.
Exactly.
And it'd stay there all the
make
way.
a scene at a Mexican restaurant.
That's right.
Those are good times.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I met you at the first Battle Barn.
I know. And we started getting drunk at night.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh no.
It's okay.
Friendship cemented through booze.
That's true. That's true. Then what was the next one? That was the Southern Assault, wasn't it? We went down to North Carolina.
Were you? Did you go to the first Southern Assault?
Yeah, me and you were riding around. We went over to.
That's right. You were there. Yeah, because you were living out that way at that time.
Yeah, I was down in Virginia at that point.
Yeah, that's right. That's
So,
right.
yeah.
I met so many people.
Sound like he's from Colorado.
Yeah. No, this is only a temporary abode. For the
Got an
remainder
earthquake
of the
going on.
contract.
Yeah, something's happening.
How far can your upper room go?
20 inches.
I'm getting seasick here.
Yeah, did
Yeah.
you guys do something to the camera?
Shit ton.
The Stabilitrack is turned off.
Looks like
Just
it.
having an earthquake. It's no big deal.
It took a gyro hit. This
Yeah.
is what it feels like when you fail a PSR.
It's making his pallet go rolls as we speak.
hmm So I
Well, not a lot
believe-
happened. Not a lot happened that first combat round. I think we scratched the paint twice. One on the
Yep.
Macedon.
Yep.
No, 3 times. One on the Macedon, one on the Tenchi, and one on the Rokuru Kubi.
Yeah.
I think that was
a
about
little
it.
bit of damage tossed out, but nothing
Rokura Kubi
serious.
didn't get hit because it was 12s, not 11s.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Redacted damage.
Errated damage.
Errata damage.
oh, the Charger C's got improved
Damage
heavy
retracted.
mediums.
6.
So yeah, with the improved heavy mediums, it's not considered an E&E based unit. I was wondering about that.
Yeah. Can't use this map on stream anymore.
It's great in person, I'm sure, but it don't look good on the screen,
No, it's good.
unfortunately.
Hey, I think I gotta say I think that the terrain looks great, like the buildings and stuff being partially burned.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
Very
beautiful
impressive.
set.
That's true.
It's a beautiful set. I'd love to play on it, but for the stream
Yeah.
purposes, it's not great.
Yeah, Coach's Army is really blended into it.
Well, that Rokuro
I might,
Kobe, you can't even see right now.
it's a heavy,
Yeah.
uh,
It vaguely reminds me of a game I played a long time ago where a friend of mine had a Dragoon's Army painted in the same color green as the grass and the trees in this park and this city map that we were playing in. Like, this guy had the most amazing board I've ever played on, and he had buildings and everything. Like, it was just beautiful. He even had a little river that went through part of it and a lake. And he just happened to paint his dragoons the right color. They held his mech still in the trees for 2 turns and no one saw them, and they ran into them by accident.
20J.
And I was
Nice.
like, that was pretty funny.
He could go anywhere.
Because there was like this one point where everybody, like, we were on teams, and we all kind of looked at each other because they moved up like right next to him, not even noticing that they were in the trees. And I'm like, did they like just miss 6 mechs? And they did.
Nice. Hey, camouflage works even in a
It-
tabletop.
It does. It turned into it literally turned into an actual like on the tabletop experience ambush.
Love it.
He's the only one that moved. How fast that Mastodon go?
everything's 8. Minus, this one's 16.
It's pretty crazy when your fastest unit is your assault mech.
8J, 8J, 8, 16.
Not made for running around. Made for standing up and punching stuff.
That's right.
I do not know who the claw.
I actually identify as a TMM1 unit, so
Eh,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
works out.
A lot of us are built like TMM1 units.
so, yeah, maybe edging into that TMM 0. As long as you wake up each day and don't feel like an urban mech, you're doing okay, I guess.
Oh, you got called out in the Valhalla podcast?
It's Urban Max. Come on.
I didn't know.
And technology is failing me today. For some reason,
I don't get invited to the Valhalla podcast anymore.
don't have access to the chat. Oh, there it is. I just have to refresh the page. There we go.
You got your one shot, Tommy.
Too many views.
I gotta say, the smoke from the cigar is a very nice effect.
It is.
It actually
I'm
is.
really. It's kind of mesmerizing.
We need to start adding smoke machines
I guess.
for Gen Con
Really?
tournaments.
Really up the production value.
I'll tell you what, man. You know, we did there's a local con here, Genghis Con, in Denver, and we were in the same room as the X-wing players, and those dudes go all out with some terrain. They had
Oh, yeah?
light up billboards. They had like sprinkling billboards on the tables, like all kinds of smoke and different stuff going on. I was like, man, this
I had
is
flat.
we got to
long
step up
range
our game.
Days.
Well,
We'll
just
get there.
go back in time and look at some of the earlier streams, and you'll see how far this Tuesday or Thursday night throwdown has come
Oh yeah,
over the past,
yeah,
and
for
even
sure.
just the past year.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is impressive.
Yeah.
If he sprints, you can use it.
Probably a great time to make a little plug here. So, just so everybody on the stream knows, I am not, nor any of us here commentating our actual Wolfnet members, or not like Wolfnet administrators. We're affiliates. We're affiliates at best. But these guys at Wolfnet, they have really put in a lot of their own personal time and, honestly, a lot of money of their own to make this format work. And I mean, Andrew himself has put a tremendous amount of time and his own personal money running these tournaments all around the nation. If anybody listening cares to check out the Patreon, the Wolfnet Patreon, and support these fine gentlemen, they do not put that in their pockets. They put it right into just the production of this system, the 350 system, and running the tournaments. It is not helping anybody quit their jobs. So check out the Patreon. Feel free to support if you can. I know these guys would very much appreciate it.
Absolutely.
That was a solid plug.
Wolfnet is one of the best gaming communities you could ever hope to be a part of.
I will agree with that.
Ooh. Oh, back to the game here. Coach
Yeah, see
appears
what's
to
going
have
on.
his, okay, so it looks like Coach's spider is on top of the building. Matt's mechs are slower. So he's guarding his objectives pretty heavily there, because Coach has got 2 units that can move up to 20 inches. One of them via jumping, so things are going to get very exciting very quick here.
Did you con one of your X-Wing guys to come to the chat?
I don't know, probably.
On to shooting phase number 2.
Okay, let's make like a tree and get the fuck out of here as soon as I can.
Come on, 187 says it goes towards bottles of Tito's vodka. Talking about the Patreon. Hey, whatever keeps them focused, right?
I don't think I've ever seen him use Tito's.
It is in my pocket. Jesus. Good Lord.
Was it there the last time you were looking?
All right, let's see if we can't T-Simp a T-Simp.
Let's see this happen.
Mastodon.
Now you say he's got to roll a hit, and then he's got to roll on the T-Semp, which is what to shut down a heavy unit?
Let me pull that back up. So he has to roll it like a normal weapons attack.
Yeah, you got to hit first.
T-Semp attacks may only be attempted in the unit's combat phase. Let's see, a successful T-Semp attack is resolved, replacing the modifiers with a -1 roll modifier if the target is a battle mech or a aerospace unit, and a negative target modifier, or -2 target modifier if it has the large special. Add a +2 if it is a support vehicle.
Alright. Let's go to the Hatamoto, to the Mastodon.
All that explaining, Brute, just for him to miss. I'm sorry.
Right.
It's all right.
That's okay.
4, 5,
Trying to pull up
6,
some
7,
additional
8.
data
Eight's the
on
hit
it.
From Hatamoto to the Mastodon. That's a little better. 1, 2, I got 3 that time.
3 damage.
Holy shit, Tommy, I did 3 damage.
3 damage to the Mastodon.
Language.
Focus fire. Okay.
3 damage to the Mastodon.
Works the same as a taser. On a 8+, the target is shut down for 1 turn. On a 7 or less, the target suffers interference that applies a +1 targeting modifier
4, 5,
to
6,
all of
7,
its
8.
attacks and control rolls.
1.
Now, does that take effect immediately or at the end?
No, it would take
I
effect
got
the
1
next
damage
turn.
on the Mastodon.
Gotcha.
Good.
Or at the end of the turn. So it's kind of like heat. It would affect you once at the end of the turn or at the end of this round. It would go into the next round with that effect.
Rokurukubi shooting.
Come on, Somerset
Somebody.
Strikers. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got 1.
Didn't see who was shooting. Who's at the top there?
Oh, the spider can really. Oh, yeah.
I think that was the Rokoro Kubi shooting at the Mastodon.
The Mastodon. Focus firing. Hey, the armor's gone. He's halfway there.
The T-Semp is something I wish they would come up with like a better chart to explain like what numbers you have to hit, because using the negative and plus modifiers to what you're supposed to get are a little confusing at times.
Yeah. Frank Turner asks, is T-Semp in addition to your other weapon damage? The answer is yes. It is a special weapons attack. You do all your credit. You can do your regular bracket damage shots, and it is an additional special weapon attack. It does not even occur any penalties for being a secondary shot. It doesn't even count as a secondary shot.
Actually, I think if you are attacking the same target, it won't cause you to have any additional. If you start targeting other things, I think that's.
I don't believe that's true, but I could be wrong. I believe special weapons attacks are exempt from incurring any penalties. When you split fire, that incurs a penalty, but special weapons attack, I do not believe do.
Okay. I don't use them enough. I mean, it would work like heat, though, wouldn't it? I mean, if you're split fire with heat, you would incur a penalty to hit, right?
I think it's more like artillery, where you have 2 barrels and you can target 2 different locations. Same with T-Semp. If you have a T-Semp 2, you can just target 2 separate mechs.
4 minus 1 is 3.
Okay.
4, 5.
Well, you were saying if you split fire 2 T-Semps. Is that what you were saying?
1, 2.
Well, actually, what I was thinking is if you fired the T-Semp at a target and then fired a weapon at a different target.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah, it's similar to artillery. Artillery shots do not incur any kind of penalty to hit as a secondary shot because they are a special weapon shot. So T-Semp is the same.
Cool. I don't Actually, I don't really. Well, no. Hell's Horses does have a couple of units with T-Cent,
Okay,
but
so Grizzly is spotting
it's a rarity.
But he'll shoot. So
and shooting as well.
it'll be +1. 4, 5.
So who's Grizzly spotting for? Who's
Tends to hit
Matt using to
Grizzly
fire
too.
indirectly?
No.
Probably the
but,
Mastodon. I think it's got an IF of 5, doesn't it?
yeah, the Mastodon's got a big IF.
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Let me pull up the Mastodon's
Yes.
card.
Not a damn thing.
The Mastodon part of the new Kickstarter goodies coming out?
No.
Don't believe so.
No. Okay.
Mastodon is a metal exclusive that you can get at Ironwind.
And it's beautiful.
4 +1, 5.
Isn't it like 3 pounds of lead?
Count
You
partial.
count partial because it's minus 7
When,
is spot.
when they came out with that and the Jade Phoenix last year at Gen
Indirect fire
Con,
from,
they're both just gorgeous sculpts, gorgeous mechs.
No.
All right.
Definitely put you over the weight limit on the baggage for flights back.
Yes.
Mastodon!
All right. The Mastodon has an IF of 6, so it's 666 for damage, 2 overheat, IF of 6, and it's an LRM 556.
Hell's Horses needs one of those guys.
That's a lot of dice. 6, 7, 8.
It would help.
Not a damn
8,
thing.
8. Oh my god. So many 8s.
We could.
The
At least you and I are consistent.
Any damage?
in classic, the Mastodon
One
A is just
short
a
of-
beast with a Gauss rifle and 3
the
large
freaking
pulse
deal.
lasers.
Mm,
I mean, it's a
Alright,
phenomenal
this
classic mech. It's a
round
phenomenal
brought
Alpha
to you by
Strike mech. It's just a
Starcore.
monster out there.
I think just about every version of the Mastodon. Pretty brutal. This round brought to you by Starcore Industries.
Okay. Charlie Company.
Round 3.
Can you do
4
it?
minutes to go.
Oh,
See?
I got a 12.
Oh. Shouldn't
Yeah, I was
be
gonna say. Ooh, Charlie versus
Matt
Valhalla.
Huntington is asking
Oh.
predictions on the winner for the
Thank you, Charlie
commentators.
Company. I needed to win an
So, truth be told, I always am hesitant when somebody brings a small number of units to a game. So 4 units to me, even if they're big, even if they're hairy, even if they got armor for miles, that just doesn't provide a lot of targets to spread out fire. So I'm always hesitant to think that somebody with 4 units really has a great chance of taking the day just by default. And once that Mastodon goes down, which it probably will this round, I'm guessing, I'm thinking the scale's going to tip pretty good in favor of Coach here. What do you guys think?
Coach has got definitely has the edge in maneuverability, and you're right. He just has to break one enemy unit in order to really swing some things in his direction. Because Matt won't be able to get off of his objective tokens to attack.
Right.
I mean, Coach has already left his objective tokens, carrying the fight forward. So unless something goes wildly wrong, I mean, Coach definitely has the advantage here, at least at the moment. But, I mean, rolling a pair of boxcars could swing it back the other way very quickly.
Oh, sure. Dice can always take over all predictions.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, well, we got a really nice shot going on here. Nice cigar. Once Matt loses 1 unit, he's going to have a hard time even running those guys up to the middle where the next contested objectives are going to be. It's going to be really difficult for him to do anything maneuver-wise. He's got a bunch of slow beasts.
Really the terrain placement is kind of odd because he didn't defend his points at all to give himself some partial cover. So his mechs, with only 4, he's pretty wide out in the open, whereas Coach was able to get to that partial cover in a heck of a hurry, get himself covered, be able to defend that. It's given him the edge. Not only that, but the difference in TMM, is if you're listening to the two hits, Coach is hitting on a lot of 7s and 8s. Bloodbath is hitting on a lot of 10s and 11s.
Chop
that-
one of those units off.
That's not ideal.
Yeah. And then if Coach is remembering his ballistic reinforced armor, I don't know if you guys have heard if he has or not, but that's going to make a really long battle of attrition wearing his units down.
That is true. And the other thing that we have to take into account is Coach has a pair of V-tools in the back. It's just waiting to race forward, so it's not looking positive for Matt. It being outnumbered 7-4 and already having one pretty badly damaged unit.
Yeah. Let's see, where's Matt's Charger at?
Matt's Charger
Is that the
is
one?
at the bottom.
That's the bottom one?
Yeah.
Man, if I were that Charger, I'd be like punching some people in the face.
So if you
Using that PMM3 to
Yep.
protect me a little bit and just go wreck.
That would be the ideal thing to try and do. But but as soon as he gets off of that token, it'll be captured. Coach has his spider far enough forward that he can jump to any of the 3 objectives should they be abandoned.
Yeah,
But it also leaves him in an interesting position of being in a spider in a fist fight with a charger.
That's got a lot of dice to throw.
It does.
So odds are something's going to land.
Yeah, and about the only thing Matt can do really is try and take down those maneuver elements to really stop the risk he has,
Yep.
So
And it looks to me that, at least, well, I can only see one of the Kestrels, but it certainly looks like they're positioned such that they could sprint. Well, I suppose they can sprint anywhere on the map, but
Yeah.
once those objectives are open, those Kestrels can just sprint and land right on them and take them.
Both of the Kestrels are sitting on the single point objective tokens. And if I'm reading the black dice correctly, they are literally just sitting on the ground.
Oh, yeah, well, that's all I would do with them if they're not planning on doing anything actively.
Yeah,
I would absolutely just leave them on the ground where nobody can see them.
Park them until you need them.
You
Yep.
won't get the standstill bonus.
Yeah. At this point, I mean, Bloodbath is going to have to rush with that Charger. It's his only mech that can move that kind of distance and close the gap. Obviously you're seceding the 2 points on the outside and protecting the center one, but you almost have to go after the objectives on the opposite side at some point.
Let me look at the map here. Let's see if I can do some quick math for us.
Yeah, that was a.
I almost wonder if Bloodbath.
I believe that's the
can-
spider jumping down. I believe somebody in the chat predicted that spider was going to drop down and backstab the Mastodon. Looks like that's what's happening.
5.
Yeah.
I don't have to shoot.
so
first.
now he doesn't have any armor to protect him very much.
I don't have to shoot first.
I gotta go with Frank Turner's comment here in the chat, and flatbed helicopters should be a thing.
I'm gonna have to take a midway break to take another drink. Yep. 4, 5, 6, 11s. So the spider.
Well, what is that? The Martin VTOL? That's basically a flatbed.
It's not far from it.
It's
Or
just
the
got a
ferret?
single point, doesn't it?
The ferret's definitely that one. You can scale it down to where it's got.
All 11s.
12.
Oh
Matt
my
Huntington,
god.
which is the better faction, Draconis
That's
or
bad.
Dominion?
That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ones.
Nice.
Man, he's rolling like me.
No bueno.
Mm-hmm. I give that a roll.
might
That
do
roll a
first
1
roll
of
ever.
5. Flatbed helicopters.
Yeah, the Karnov is the flatbed truck of the skies, says Edward Stevens.
Going back to Matt's question, I don't know that there is a better faction for any.
Partial or no?
It's all personal preference. That being said, it's
I
definitely.
don't think so. I think you can see most of me.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think the only thing you can't see is my back leg.
Oh my! I just did the math. If
I
Matt
wasn't
was
going
to
for
sprint,
partial cover from him anyway, so.
if Matt was to sprint his Charger, he still would not have enough room, and there was no terrain in the way. He would not have enough range to make it to one of the objective tokens in one round. So that kind of hurts too.
Zero. How do you switch? It's not working,
Jonathan Golden, yes, it bothers me tremendously. You're always supposed to mark it off from the right to the left.
The way
there's one.
it's intended.
2.
The way it's intended. The way the good Lord intended armor to be marked off.
2 missed.
3
From the right to the left? That is so backwards.
Yes.
No way, man. No way.
Oh.
Not a chance.
Do you read right to left?
No, I
Nobody-
don't, but look at how those bars are put up. Those bars grow
12.
to the right.
Have you ever
So they
played
need
a
to
video
subtract
game?
from the right.
Weapon.
I marked mine.
Have you ever played a video game? Whenever you lose health on your video game, the bar goes from the right to the left.
There you go.
No,
I am a
I
left to
just-
right guy, and I am proud of it.
I'm with you, Tom.
I'm
with
sorry.
you.
I'm sorry, but you guys are wrong. This is all there is to it.
Sean, the best way to do it is just to hit somebody with so much overwhelming force that all of their armor is gone in one go, and you don't even have to worry about it.
Yeah.
No,
that's
first
how you
one
do
is
it.
just one shot, headshot, dead.
There you go.
That's the right way to do it.
Just jump
I don't know.
somebody.
We can take it to the.
Alright, 4.
Let's take it to the Facebook chat. How do you guys mark your armor off? Right to left or left to right? Almost says left to right. You're wrong.
I agree. I am 100% with you.
I didn't
Left to
even.
right.
If you throw enough, BA, assault BA at somebody, it doesn't matter what way you go. They'll go out in one round.
That's just mean.
Fuck that guy.
Yes.
And when they add more health to the card, the line grows from left to right, so it's only correct to remove from right to left. That is exactly correct, sir. Exactly correct.
No.
Bovie's wrong. You've already weighed in. You don't get to. You're not on the chat. You're on the commentator, sir.
Not 10s, 9s.
Well, you know what?
You got
You write a word
still 3?
on your in your computer, and
Oh,
then
you
if you want to delete. If you want to delete away leathers, like you would delete away health, you would hit backspace, which would chew away right to left.
Backspace. Things
It's
right to left.
you, a mechanic, should know this.
No.
Righty tighty,
Wow.
lefty loosey.
I don't know.
Conduct armor, you're getting looser. So it's
Roll
left
the
to right.
valid dice box.
That logic actually makes sense.
I don't know
I
where
could
it is.
actually go with that.
Say we have a battle over this issue here because it's clearly not going to be resolved.
I agree. I agree. And
You
the
know,
way gets to dictate which way the losers mark their damage for a year.
You know that fight won't go well for you or I, Ben, because last time me and you played, I destroyed you and you destroyed me promptly after.
I know. I know.
21.
Edward Stevens, if you go right to left, it's easier to count how much is left because you read it left to right. Another excellent point.
Yeah.
You, sir, are correct.
4, 5, 6, 7. Shiro to the Mastodon.
All right, we got some shooting going on. Let's see.
4, 5, 6, 7s.
Tenchi's taking a scratch. Oh, he's got the wrong.
Yeah.
Isn't Coach shooting?
4, 5, 6, 7s.
Yes.
He's got the wrong. He's got the wrong. He's got the wrong cards up.
Well, we haven't covered how much damage the Shiro took this turn.
7.
The Shiro took 5 damage and it also took a weapons hit, so it did get beat up a little bit.
4, go Rakurakubi to the Mastodon. No, I don't want to do that.
Is he not recording damage because he's got the wrong screen
Spider.
up?
He might be.
4,
I
5,
believe
6.
Tommy's actually running the computer.
Plus 2d6.
Sevens. 4, 5, 6, 7s.
Get your
Plus
rear.
2d6 for the rear.
Gotta get it.
Tommy, are you listening?
4, 5, 6, 7s from Spider to Mastodon. 2.
I don't think Tommy's listening.
Critical is 7. MP hit again.
Down 1 inch.
I'll just message Coach real quick.
What about it? Round down.
Coach, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Rokurokubi.
You got the wrong cards up. We got to see Matt's cards while you're shooting at him.
What?
All your mechs are dead.
The stream is showing your guys, not Matt's guys.
What's he saying?
Saying that, wrong cards are up.
Never mind.
You don't have the right cards.
Wrong cards are up.
Oh, because I forgot to change it. There we go.
There we go.
Hey, there we go.
My bad.
Ooh.
Mastodon, 3 pips
My
left.
bad.
It's
Oh
hurting.
no!
We
4.
got the right damage, though.
I'm gonna go.
At least somebody's in
He's
charge.
looking poor, but is he going to finish him off this
8.
round?
Yep. 8s from the Rokurokubi. I got 1. Come on. I got a 10, which is a fire control.
Oof.
2 MPs, a fire control, and a weapon hit.
One-
Why even
One
bother?
away from the rainbow.
Yeah, the old Macedon has taken a heck of a beating.
When you got that much structure, how are you not going to collect the rainbow every time?
Right.
He's got to finish him off, though. He's got to get those last 2 hits because you don't want to give those.
funny as shit.
You don't want to give.
I think he's almost out of blood.
Coach hurt himself. It's only taken 3 or 4 turns at.
Yeah, but with that fire control hit, the
I
next
gotta do
round.
one more. Oh, 2 more
2
damage.
more damage. 2 more.
Oh, Chris, how could you be wrong?
Yeah, but he's like a limping puppy right now.
Right to left, my friend.
That's still a shot.
I mean, it's only 30 points right now. I mean, if you get 2 more damage, it's
4,
67
8,
points.
9. I got 10s to hit.
Double your pleasure, double your fun.
All right, we're gonna go long range.
How many turns have you done focus fire
Suna?
on that guy?
It's the only guy I've
Bullets
shot.
here.
2 turns. I feel
4,
it's 3
8.
turns.
9 for partial cover. 10. 10s to hit long range from the Hatamoto. I missed.
Oh,
You should look into
snap.
the Charlie variant of the Mastodon.
3.
Not eliminating that Mastodon this round is going to be big problems for Coach.
Yes, it will.
The Charlie variant has heat
All right,
HC222.
I have to hit first.
we're gonna go
Skill
Tenchi.
3 would be
I can't hit against
70
I can't hit
PV.
against Tino.
Tenchi to the Grizzly.
I have to skill down.
So we're gonna go Tenchi to the Grizzly with the Tenchi. So 3 minus 1 because he stayed is 2. 4, 5, 6s.
No.
6s to hit. 3 damage
Oh,
to the Grizzly.
How did you get
there it is. Oh, to the Grizzly.
And then I'm gonna T-Scent the Grizzly as well
Yeah, he's very slow.
for 6s to hit.
Oh my!
I hit with 1,
8 or higher.
8 or higher. 9. Shut down.
Oh!
Nice. All right, Grizzly shut down.
Really shut down. This is
Oh,
This is an ugly round.
Where?
that's yeah,
the
bad
Grizzly.
for
No,
bad
the
for
Grizzly, yeah.
Matt.
Bloodbath.
There you go.
Yeah.
That ends the turn. I don't have anybody else to shoot.
Well, the funny thing is that the Grizzlies on the.
Oh snap!
I know. That's fine.
I think Battletech's got a
Round 4.
Let's just call it what it is, and everybody just start marking from the middle outwards.
This round is brought to you by Hextech.
But it's skill 3 for the Mastodon.
A good amount of hex tech in my terrain collection. They're nice.
Yeah. They got some good stuff.
Would be 70 PV, which would be 3 PV higher than what you got now.
You let it roll.
I mean, they're using the Hex Tech roads right in this stream. They look great.
Clearly on the wall.
Yes, they do.
They just made nice stuff.
Okay, so I have to move a bunch.
Those hex tech buildings are using as well.
Technically, I have one shut down.
Yes.
You have one shut
Yes.
down, so I gotta move a bunch.
Are they the Hex Tech ones, or are they the printed ones that they burned?
On the marks on them.
That I'm not sure on.
It's a good question.
Ooh. I'd do more damage if I just went up
I-
and smacked
I
them.
have a hard time thinking any of these guys
Another
spent
bunch, Uncle
30,
Mark.
40 bucks on a building just to start it on
I do
fire.
the same amount of damage.
Yeah, it could be like a misprint. The best thing you can do with him
That'd be
is
4 automatic
give him a little
damage.
battle damage.
Because he's immobile.
Ooh, Uncle Mark's on.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome, sir.
Look, Uncle Mark.
I think I
You
shall do that.
drive that fucking spear right through the grizzly.
All right, Shiro making an advance on Mr. Grizzly, who's shut down.
Because I have a weapon hit.
Minus 4 to hit, so he's going to melee him.
Big-ass sword, baby.
Is that the one damage I did?
Well,
Yeah.
remember he's shut down, so he's immobilized. That's
What's your,
almost
yeah,
impossible to miss.
Minus
I
4.
gotta move another guy.
So this is the part where
day as well.
Coach is going to do something cool instead of
You've
potentially
done
doing
2,
something
4, 5,
something
6.
safe.
And fails miserably at it.
That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. He's going to roll snake eyes, and it's going to miss.
Hold on.
This is where you attempt
I've
the
got
DFA.
3
That's
left.
right. This is
gotta
the
move
perfect time to do
another
a
one.
DFA. And
With the
then
Mastodon.
And then you create yourself into oblivion.
Okay.
Now you move.
If you got the opportunity to drive a spear right through your opponent's battle mech with your Shiro's massive spear there, I mean, you gotta, just for cinematic sake, you gotta do it.
Yeah.
Sebastian G is back. I've seen you on the stream multiple times, sir. We got to get some 350 over in Germany. Where is Essen located? Is that Essen in Germany? Is that the Essen Spiel?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking it'd be pretty slick if we could get a 350 tournament at Essen. I would
It would be
probably
slick.
have to donate a few dollars to get to that one.
Yeah, I think I looked that up a couple weeks ago when I saw it pop up, and I was like, might be worth a little, maybe a 1-year trip to see how it goes.
It would be
Right.
fun. I'm still pushing for the Wolfnet at sea, where we can
Oh,
like
yeah.
a cruise.
Yeah, but then everybody has to play pirates.
I'd play Pirates already, baby.
That's true. He's got that down.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Sea Foxes. Nothing like making an international incident out of a Wolfnet 3. What started as a Wolfnet 350 game will end as an international incident, most likely with Coach in jail.
Right.
Spider?
I suspect
But
that the shenanigans would abound enough that we would probably get ourselves kicked off of the ship.
I haven't
They would
seen
just
anybody
just
kicked
leave
off. I've
us
seen
at
some-
port.
That could happen. The getting left at port, I've seen that happen. I've never seen someone kicked off the ship, but I have seen the ship pull away while someone ran down the dock.
Wait for me. Somebody
I've,
slapped the Wolfnet sticker on me. I don't know how to get here.
Right?
I have seen them confine someone to their room on a cruise, so we could have that happen.
Yeah.
That would happen, yeah. Cruise jail.
The brig.
Good Charger left?
One thing I'm not really inclined to do is do a cruise.
Well, that's because you had a couple of government cruises that you
That's true. That's
didn't
true.
have the greatest of times on.
When you're trapped with 200 other Marines for 200 days.
There's significantly fewer drinks and ladies in bikinis on those
That's
cruises.
true. That's true. Yeah.
Just
Not
about any
really.
cruise ship is probably a little nicer than what you were on. Not as expensive, but a little nicer.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
You're best off putting him behind the charger if you can. Because then I have to
How many
choose targets on fire.
movement kits does Bloodbath have on that Mastodon?
That Mastodon has 2 MP hits, a fire control hit, and a weapon hit.
Oof. Yeah.
And she's still holding it together.
Yeah. Even that little range, he's still gonna throw quite a few dice.
Well, yeah, because he's down to it does 666 for damage, so he's down to 555, but he has 2 overheat.
Yeah, and if he's not overheating this time, he's doing it wrong.
And he's holding still, so.
My fingers are.
This is where that Mastodon fires off a headshot. Right here.
Yep, it's
Right.
clobbering time.
I was trying to let it air dry. I need to put it in the bag.
We got our reporter live in the field now.
Live reporter getting some footage of the battle going on.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy down there with a GoPro on his head.
Oh, there you go. See, Uncle Mark's on board with the cruise. And Ben, I don't have to ask you if you want to go on a cruise. We just have to see if your wife wants to go on a cruise, and then you'll have to go.
That's true. I'd go then.
Kind of like that whole it was fanboys. The security guy's like, I'm not on board with this, and then he's like, I have been informed that I feel differently.
Oh.
Exactly.
I don't know if you can go up.
I don't want to go
She
on a
wanted to
cruise.
go on a cruise. I didn't want to go on a cruise, so we compromised and went on a cruise.
And now we're on a boat.
And now we're on a boat.
You could charge. Record a Kubi, couldn't you? Can you make it there?
Wet.
It's gonna be just as hard to hit like that.
It's gonna be 8s, 9s.
I wouldn't sprint,
Making
but you should be able to.
Stand still.
Can you get to a spot where you can shoot? Can he get to a spot where he can shoot that helicopter that's sat still?
Well, he's got to be careful because of the tension. Because if he gets hit by the T-Sims, he's going to be jacked up.
Here we go. Say bye to Mastodon D.
Story of a girl.
On a boat, that's right.
Girl. All right, let's do.
I don't think the game, Uncle Mark. I don't think the
Let's do
game room
record
on the last
Kubi.
ship I was on, and it was a big ship. I don't think it was nearly
in the
big enough
rear.
to hold all of us.
Kill a grizzly, so I can't do anything.
We could
I
probably
gotta
take
kill
over one of the whole
Mastodon
bars.
Right. Kill like a phase of it later.
Let's see. Let's go here. Oh God. And down goes Fraser. Record Kubi to Mastodon. Does he have a TMM because he's got 2 MP
Expect.
hits?
No, because he's at 1.
Should.
Okay.
There's no way he's got TMM.
Yeah, there's
4s to hit.
Yeah, we'll just put that.
Just to hit.
Four
See if he
Vegas
manages to miss any.
Spider, I got 3.
Yeah, he's toast.
So
Nope.
Mastodon is gone.
He gone. Mastodon down.
Spider to the Grizzly.
Hey, Matt should be thanking his lucky stars. He got one more round of
That's
shooting with
4.
that guy.
Yeah, that is true.
That's an automatic hit.
Yeah.
So Grizzly takes 3.
4 armor left.
One of those pro tip. One of those things you always want to do, even if you have an automatic hit. Still roll dice because you might get a crit.
I'm gonna melee the Grizzly. Oops, sorry, that goes there. I'm gonna melee the Grizzly. Skill 4, 5 for
Gonna
melee.
skewer the Grizzly.
-4 is an automatic hit, so he takes 4 damage.
How much?
He takes 4.
Roll the dice. Roll the dice.
More.
Roll crit.
crit is a 9, no crit. Awesome.
You should have rolled those dice. Maybe got another crit.
Then we'll go.
Yep, Phil Abramowitz, you're
Moto.
correct. That's what we're talking about. You should have rolled
4,
anyways.
5, 6. I need 2s to hit, so that's an automatic hit. So he'll take 4 more damage.
Those dice. He's losing all sorts of options for. I mean, he's probably gonna finish him off anyways,
crit.
but
Yeah.
Is a 6
Still
weapon.
doesn't-
And I will just. I'll just auto hit with the Tenchi as well.
Well, this is going to be a big
Look
turn
at-
here.
I get up.
So Matt's down the Grizzly and the Mastodon this turn.
All right,
So
let's go to.
I have to hope for a miracle with the Charger. And the Bruin.
and just with 2 guys left, man, you just don't have enough to work with. Not enough tools.
I know. The noose is tightening.
I mean, that Charger's untouched too, but it's
Well, so is the Bruin.
Would be enough. Yeah.
It's taking me forever to get you guys off the point.
The trouble is if he's going to stand still and protect those objectives, he's just going to get slaughtered slowly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yep.
And he's going to have to try and hold the middle objective point because it's worth 2. So, I mean, that's the one that'll keep him getting the most out of it.
What's left on the Shiro?
Yeah, I don't think in any tournament, any scenario I've ever played, I don't think I've ever taken less than 6 units. And I'm usually taking
7,
8 or more.
1 to the Shiro. 1.
I just don't think small numbers is feasible when you have multiple objectives to acquire, defend, or take over.
I agree.
Jonathan
It's
Colton
harder to
says,
play with.
yeah, absolutely. Just gonna have more tools in your bag. Jonathan says, should have split fire with the Tenchi. Yeah, that would have been super wise because he had automatic hits.
You're not rolling
He totally could have thought of something else, maybe.
Could have used a T-Samp on something else.
4 Charger to.
Yeah, he didn't use his team stuff again.
Oh, can I see him?
I'm still not sure he's used his ballistic armor.
Yeah, I don't think he has.
No. Yeah.
I'll shoot your spider because my.
Shoot spider.
Shoot something else.
Bad thing about Coach is he probably thinks BRA stands for something completely different.
5, 6, 7, 8.
I was like, this is my sexy mech.
That's right.
I got 3 out of
It's
4.
my lady mech.
1.
Yeah, well, if that's true, I'll have to ask him when he's done. If that's true, then that makes me very impressed with that Shiro.
4.
Mm-hmm.
It's only taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shots.
Spider's gone.
That's a dead
And if he
spider.
hasn't used the ballistic stuff, then, you know, that should be halved, or most likely would be halved.
Mastodon. To Shiro.
All you did was not fucking jump.
I didn't jump. I didn't jump once, and he freaking wrecked me.
If he goes back and listens to this and we keep talking about him using it and he forgets to use it, it's really on him.
Yeah. That's true.
3, 4.
But the spider's down now, so that's a help to Matt right there.
He's been saving up all of his.
Over
Was it
9,
the
6.
Mastodon killing it before it went down?
Well, he didn't have to roll much.
Through his overheat.
Oh,
I think so.
Yeah.
4.
I would much rather have that fighter drawing a fire. Because think of how many dice are being thrown at that guy and missing. Those are dice that are not being thrown at your other
4,
mechs.
5, 6.
That's true, but those are his objective grabbers.
8 for Mastodon.
He doesn't need object grab.
Mastodon to Shiro.
Well,
Yeah,
this
objective
point, yeah,
to win this
it's-
one.
1. Jesus.
Nothing. Not a damn thing.
You got 1.
1 to the Shiro.
Right here.
1.
1 to the Shiro.
Now, one thing, if you hit
Well,
with an autocannon for 1 damage on BRA, it should still give you 1 damage
Yeah.
because you can't
Everybody?
run it away
Sure.
completely.
Yep. Dead off the board.
Up. Oh, see that catch?
Good job.
What a catch. What a catch. Brought to you by X-Tech. We already do X-Tech.
We got Hextech again. It's
I
all
got
right.
actually-
It's good terrain.
We might have done Hextech twice. Oh well.
Okay.
11 minutes to go. Probably
yep.
the last round.
6.
4. Still can't. The Grizzly's gone, right?
Well, I think the writing's on the wall. What do you guys think
Did you kill it?
Matt could have done with his list, even if he didn't change anything about it?
I had one.
Have you
Well,
seen
I
anything that he could have done differently?
think
Well, I shot at it with
that
attention
well,
No. I shot my 4.
hindsight's kind of a pain.
Did 4
I think maybe
would've done-
better terrain placement to help him
Well,
shield,
Yeah, I did.
like give himself level 1
I
cover
thought I said I was going to do
across the
4
front
automatic
of those
from attention
objectives,
because
but not
it
use that
was
building to
1-hit.
block because he couldn't support.
Oh,
Or if you're going to use the
Well,
building
if
to
we
block,
didn't,
I would have
yeah,
put the
just leave it there,
Mastodon
that's
in the
fine.
center and had the Grizzly and the Bruin on the flanks so that the Charger could have moved forward. It's like once Coach put the pressure on, Matt couldn't get his Charger out to help, swing things. And
yeah, we can go back and look.
the Charger theoretically
4,
could have
5, 6,
actually
7,
made
8, 9,
made
10, 11,
enough
12,
trouble in the
13,
backfield that
14,
Coach
15.
would have
15
had
damage
to
up round to it.
react to it. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just
4,
curious. I don't know
5,
what
6, 7,
the rest
8,
of
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
Bloodbath's sideboard was, out of his 350. I probably would have given up one of my heavier units and see if I could have squeezed 2 or 3 more smaller fast units in there.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, he's got to survive.
Just for like the Rasalhague Dominion, this would have been a great case for having like a tier where you had something fast that could bring some infantry. So maybe some troopers could hold an objective while you raced off.
You move an inch though.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I moved 1 base length.
You
The Grizzly was there.
I go back to what you said first. The terrain placement. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a huge factor in every 350 in every tournament I've ever played. It's probably the thing that sets the veteran players apart from the new players the most.
Ow!
Coach was able to focus fire on that Mastodon, and it wasn't moving. It just got shredded.
I'm not used to a tape measure. I don't
He
know what happened to my
probably
tape
would have
measure.
been better off hiding behind the big
No, that's not
building
really- mine has
and
the
making
Wolfnet
him
sticker
come for
on
that
it.
objective point and then just
Yeah,
lighting up whatever
that
landed.
was no joke either.
But yeah,
No,
I mean,
I gotta move 1 more, I think.
he negated the Charger completely
I gotta
by
do
using
that
it to
all.
just stand still, and it's supposed to be your mobile mech. So really, between the terrain placement and how he put his units out, I think he didn't have anything that was ever going to go after him.
Gone.
Yeah, I think he got put on the defensive right off the bat, and he couldn't break out. At this point, if I was in Matt's shoes at this point, I would try to deal out as much damage as possible just to get my MOV up.
Yep.
Yep. Well, I mean, in reality, he's only going to lose objective-wise 1-0. It looks like if this is the last turn, so it's not terrible.
That is true. I mean, losing 1 objective, but his MOV is going to be the part that's the ugliest. Losing that Mastodon, that was painful. That's a big chunk of PV. But if you're playing by objectives, which obviously counts first, yeah, losing 1 to 0 is not bad.
As his list goes, I really liked the Mastodon and the Charger combo. I mean, I usually like to have some, part of the game that I play is I want to give my opponent decisions that I want them to make. I want them to be shooting at my heavily armed and structured monster. I want them shooting at that one as much as possible. I also want them shooting at my TMM 3 or 4 guys as much as possible. So I want to give them those choices. and then make them choose that, you know? So I like the Mastodon, I like the Charger C for exactly those reasons, and I would make sure to position them such that they are taking the bullets or taking the dice. Meanwhile, my other guys, which are actually doing what I want to do to win the game, are off doing their thing relatively unharmed. Not a lot of dice rolling at them.
I would say in this case, and it may not be able to squeeze it in, but in place of, say, the Bruin having that Rhymotter C to support the Chargers, we have 2 fast-moving Nightmare Mechs. I think that would be something where you could work with it. That might have been enough scare factor or wow factor to put Coach on his heels when the game first started out.
But again, depending on your strategy, if you can't use that Charger to just hold an objective. It's too expensive. It's too many points to be a holder. You'd be better off with the Bruin as your objective holder and replacing the Charger with 2 fast-moving mechs.
Oh yeah, that's true. You could get. Well, I mean, I know for sure Matt could squeeze 2 Dragonflies in for the cost of a Charger, and then you would have had a star of 5, and you could have had the three big boys hold the back and let the Vipers do what they do best.
Yep, jumping around, being pains in the asses.
I've listened to the Valhalla Club podcast. I know you guys love Vipers.
That's all John, man. John and I play pretty regularly, and he always brings Dragonfly every time. I'm like, God,
9, no crit.
Yeah, how much damage to the Bruin?
4 damage. Or, no, not to the
TMM5 is the new
Charger.
TMM4. Yes.
And then 3, 4, 5 for the T-set.
By that metric, then TMM3 would be like TMM1.
Right.
And I got a 9 and an 8, so he shut down.
Oh,
At least he shut down.
the Charger is shut down. Oh, goodness.
This list is very hard to get points off of, I can tell you that. That's me.
How do you get all that heat?
No, I T-samped him.
Oh, T-symptom. Okay. Nice.
Yes, sir, Mr. Gideon. We do have a bit of an all-star lineup here.
Plus, I'm here.
While I'm still awake.
Yeah.
While it's still awake.
You're counting that.
There's like 5 minutes left.
One of the legendary Minnesota players.
Yes, indeed.
4 minutes left.
1, 2, 3.
I meant it was like 3 legends and then this guy.
Oh,
Kind of a thing.
No. You got the two winners of 350 tournaments, Sean and Brute. Tom, have you ever won a 350 tournament?
I have not. Like, I'm always a bridesmaid.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm right there with you. I'm a middle of the pack or a low top 8 guy, you know.
3 hits.
It was basically 2 legends and me and you.
The struggle I have up here is some of these Minnesota players are playing 2-3 times a week, and so they're good. Like, they're talented players. They don't make many mistakes, and I try to sneak down there once a month, and I'm falling further and further behind.
Oh, I feel you, man. I don't play except in tournaments.
Wow. 1, 2, 3,
I have a few people that are
5,
interested,
1 minute.
but I really just don't have anybody to play against down here. So like I'm not kidding. The last time I played Alpha Strike 350 was when Tommy did his charity thing for the kids.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
And there was that little tournament in St. Louis, and that was the last time I've rolled dice for Battletech.
Come on, Charlie.
So I went to Bob's game, the Valentine's Day Massacre. Nice little intimate group. I played 1 game there, and then I came down with like these violent full body sweats and tremors, and I was like, I have got to be coming down with something nasty, so I got myself out of there. I didn't want to get anybody else sick or whatever.
Yeah.
But so yeah, that was my first time rolling dice since, I guess, well, Renegade. I had forgotten about Renegade. I thought it had been since LVO 2023, but I forgot about the Renegade tournament that I played in, and Mr. Beauvais reminded me of that.
See, I played Alpha Strike 3 times last year, and that was LVO, Gen Con, and Warfare. I'd love to get to where I can play some more, but it's not in the cards currently.
Yeah, mine's a little hit or miss. LVO, I think I played maybe 1 game prior to LVO in about 4 months. So, just timing.
Yeah, it is. Life gets in the way.
Helps that we're all real people with lives.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Lives, careers, families, and Battletech, right?
That is correct.
True.
That's one of the nice things about the Wolfnet community is, even when you don't get to play, you still got all the camaraderie of the group, and still get to chat with everybody.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
As soon as one of our hockey seasons are over, I'm hoping to jump in on one of the Tuesday night Mega Mech games, because I have yet to play that, and I keep wanting to. But we tend to have hockey games Tuesday nights.
Hey, it's all right. Even if you can just pop in and say hi, just jump on Discord on your phone and pop in, say hello. All are welcome. Last Tuesday was the Cupid 04, which wow.
You guys had a good time.
Yeah, that got wild. I seriously have never seen so much of a map on fire at once.
Did it shut the server down?
It came close. It came real close. Apparently fuel air bombs are a hell of a thing to get into. The buildings were on fire. The mechs were on fire. Trees were on fire. Things were exploding. It was pretty wild.
I know it's good.
All right, I think we're going to see the end of Matt.
Let's do.
Come to the grand finale here.
There. So he's
Coach
gonna
appears
take
to be
3
within
damage.
2 inches at the bottom, so he's going to go for melee.
And he's going to take 4, 5, 6 twos. He's going to take 4 damage from the Hatamoto Suna.
How much?
4 damage.
Go for crit? On the charger?
Yep. 5, no crit.
Is that a 4?
And he's going to take another 4 damage from the Tenchi.
He's got CR.
That should destroy him. Another 3 from the Tenchi. Okay. 4, 5.
Well, look.
And the Shiro
That's true.
is 4. No mod. That's short range. Here? Yeah. Easy. I only have 3 damage. So it's 4.
Charles says I can only play it if he that, so that's pretty accurate.
Takes
You
3
guys do
damage.
play against each other a lot.
Dude, I don't know how it ends up that way. It's just, even when we were at LVO, the last round came up on the randomizer, and it was me and Charles, and I was like, here we go again. It's our contractually obligated game per tournament.
And
Never played against him.
I've never played him either.
Have I played you, Berman? Ben, have I played you?
I don't think so.
I don't think we have. I don't think we
I don't
have.
think we have. Yeah.
There's a few people that I'm surprised I've never played against.
Yeah.
Never played against Bob.
Oh yeah. I remember playing Bob at Battleborn. That wasn't as fun.
I've played Bob once before when he had his thing about the having the super heavy, the Ares.
I don't think so.
Oh,
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's gone.
I didn't bring it down, but I got every supporting piece around it.
Yeah, I remember playing him before Faction Era got instituted, and that was pretty gross.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
game.
The
Glory
bad
days.
old
Good
days.
game.
And that is the end of the game.
Different story.
Like they're calling it.
We
We got 1-0. Coach taking the
I
win.
don't know any time like Burns, if half your rolls would have hit, it would have been a different
Let
story.
them clean up, and we'll get
It
the
would've
after
been
battle report.
Hero did
Totally
go
different.
down.
Don't have enough units and they're not fast enough, so
Draconis Combine FTW.
Different.
was not beneficial.
Yeah, that would have been a completely different game.
I had
You whiffed on
I had-
one, two whole rolls.
Yeah, the dice were not in either of these
Two
guys'
full
favor,
turns.
too.
Yeah.
So that
Not
didn't-
really.
Although, surprisingly,
So,
Coach hit with that
50
T-set a
points to
fair
run.
amount.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, but
He was very successful with that.
I go back to he was shooting targets that were standing still.
In
Makes it so
tournament
much easier.
aspect kind of thing,
That's
like,
right.
True.
you just shut
If only
down,
every
like,
opponent
there's
just
no-
did that.
There's no way.
like I said,
Like even if I had to shut down, I still have to shoot with everything just to kill one of your mechs.
I think I probably had like 40 unanswered damage. So my lack of numbers in the unit list compared to your high.
Like I said, this is one of our first streams where
your specials.
it hasn't crashed during some portion of it.
Yeah, it went pretty
Yeah,
smoothly.
that's true.
Somebody said
That is
Yeah.
you
true.
weren't using your bra armor. Coach. Coach wasn't using his bra.
Did you have any
Interested to see what the MO
like
MOV
AC
is
or
on this
LRM?
one.
Oh,
He did the Charger end up going
something
down?
against-
If I use my
No, I had
I'd
ballistic,
have to-
but I had ballistic resistance armor.
I'd be shooting 11s anyways. It was
Shiro has it.
He-
Oh, Roku
He
has
mentioned
it
his
too.
ballistic resistance. Maybe
Look
he
at
did
there.
remember to use it.
Let's go to main maybe and add the dice. Let's bring back that so we can hear the boys. Hi,
What's
boys.
up?
How's it going?
Boo!
Hi.
Did you finally
Oh, that
remember
was
to
scary.
put your bra on?
Yeah, I completely forgot about BRA.
Yeah, we all knew you did.
We did.
Totally.
We called
That
it.
was
Called it.
predicted.
Totally forgot
That
about
was
the BRA.
foretold.
But I think
Well, I'm really impressed with that Shiro then, because that guy really lasted. And if you forgot the ballistic armor, I mean, that guy is a tank.
the TMM2 helps. Helps a
You
lot.
bet.
It helped minimize. Well, and Matt couldn't roll tonight. It was just bad. I think he whiffed on 5 or 6 complete rolls with 8s to hit.
Oh,
So-
that hurts.
It was
That's
rough.
rough. That's rough.
And then once the T-Semps start actually hitting, yeah, then it's 14 points of damage straight at whoever shut down. But still,
Yeah.
his assault mechs, it still took all 14 people to shoot at him. I was just telling him right now that I only scored 1 point. Like I could only get to 1 point.
I castled okay.
You 4 rounds to take down that Mastodon.
Right? With everything shooting at it.
Everything shooting at it. 4 rounds to take him down.
So, yeah, there's something to be said about just, I kind of, when we exchanged lists, I was like, that's basically just, I got to go get him and try to knock him off the points because there's no way you're coming after me. I mean, your Charger maybe, but
Now with your speed.
not with my speed.
Now you got a well-rounded list.
So yeah, I had to go and
Experiment.
I had to go beat up on him, and thank goodness I had a T-Semp, which my Tenchi's 67 points, but skill 3 T-Semp, that helps on, and it's assault mech, so I don't have anything higher than a TMM1 to shoot at. But yeah, no, it's a victory, but I only got 1 objective point out of it, so during a tournament, like, if you're doing well, you're gonna get knocked down a peg or two. The idea was that, you know, if I could get two down in one turn, I'd take off with the VTOLs and fly on and try to swarm him, but I just couldn't take him down.
I assume that's what you were doing.
I could
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
And that was a great building placement. Like, there's no way I was going to shoot that Bruin at all until I actually got past the building. That was good terrain, and he had indirect fire, but it was, of course, his guns were out of the fight too. So
Still throwing 11. That's no good.
yeah. But no, it was a good game. I'm gonna go make another victory drink, and I'll let you talk to Matt. Unless you guys have any questions.
I don't think so. Not for you. Good job. Looked great.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah.
You're up.
We were just joined by Andrew Minnow Kroll signing on. You here to chat with us, buddy?
I just finished up the night, and I'm waiting on Wyatt to get home from practice, so I thought I'd drop in and see what's going on.
Well, we just finished a good game, and Matt here just did a good fight, man. It was the war of attrition. We're just about to hear his side of things.
Awesome.
This side was more of an experiment of different units. Too few and not enough speed, so it didn't really pan out to be offensive.
Right?
Yeah.
Boy, you made him work for it, though.
Yeah, you choked him pretty hard on all that armor and structure he had to beat up through.
The other half of the list with fast VTOL or fast hovers would have helped out, but I kind of
Hey, Andrew, Andrew, mute your
so those needed to be tested out.
You're typing.
There you go. So who's your star player?
I think the Charger.
Who was your
actually
star
did more
player
work
of
than
your
anything
your
else.
list, Matt?
Say again.
Who would you say your star player is
The Charger.
for tonight?
Charger C.
The Charger, yeah. Why do you say that?
Because it was mostly left alone, and it actually dealt damage and hit. A lot of whiffs.
All right.
There was
Yeah,
probably like
it's a
40
pretty-
unanswered point or 40 unanswered damage.
Sure.
The Charger's a pretty nasty deterrent because, you know, if you get close, it could get to you or get behind you, and you don't want to mess with it.
Yeah, I've been wanting to run the Charger C in a list and see what that puppy can do. Don Newkirk from the chat asks, what changes would you make if you had to do it over? I would assume that means list-wise, but it could also mean tactics-wise, I guess.
More open terrain on my side instead of large, tall structures. More partial cover. Doubling the amount of units, adding up to 250 instead of just sticking with 4 big monster mechs. I wanted to see how long the extra structure would last, which it did.
It'll last a long time.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, it took 4 rounds for him to take the Mastodon down. That was the first thing to go down. A lot of games are over in 4 rounds.
yeah, I definitely wanted to see what the Mastodon and the Charger C were capable of.
Yeah, I would say we had a pretty good idea of what they could do.
No, it's just a really big mismatch.
You think so?
Yep. Stand-up fight would have been a lot different if you looked at different scenarios.
Oh, you bet it would.
Yeah, stand-up fight or maybe even headhunter. It would have been a way different fight.
I think if I would have been even at like 25 to 50% damage ratio per roll, I think it would have been a way different turnout. But yeah,
I would agree with that
not
too.
hitting
Your
at
rolls
all
were.
night. I think I averaged maybe 1 to 2 damage at medium range per
Sure.
minute. until they got into short.
Just imagine if he had remembered to use his ballistic resistant armor.
The stuff's expensive too.
Yeah, it is.
That Drac list has a lot more specialized, inexpensive units versus high expense and low speed output. Yeah, they have their certain ranges of their capabilities. I did not come into this game thinking that I would have even a 50% chance of winning.
Oh,
Gideon asked a question.
What Gideon asked?
When will you play a faction other than Ghost Bear?
I've played Camachos, I've done really well against Coach. That'll probably be another fun list to get the miniatures ready. That's the only thing holding me back. I had them in the old molds, and I want to get my Camacho's 17th Recon outfitted in newer miniatures, so they look a little bit more beefy. Otherwise, they're pretty thin. So I think that'll be a lot of fun. And
nice.
we have had some really good turnout with all the flak they can deliver.
Especially against Coach, who was always running VTOLs.
We do have to give Coach some time to win.
He seems to be on a pretty good streak right now.
I don't play anymore really competitively. I play more towards figuring out what units to dish around.
Come on
Sure.
now, Coach didn't win last week.
I mean, I've been at tournaments where you can take fire moths and you can take vipers and you can win either this scenario or you can win a fast scenario in 1 to 2 turns. But
Yep.
this is a tougher scenario where you have to play offense and defense at the same time. And if you come off an OT and don't protect it at all times, and you win initiative, they'll be on your OTs no matter what. You can't just step off. You can't maneuver unless you have a bunch of units.
Yeah, it's one of the complex scenarios for sure. Got to play a well-rounded list.
Any suggestions?
What was that?
Any suggestions?
Suggestions? Well, me personally, whenever I see an opponent bring just 4 units to a match, I'm happy. It does give me fewer targets to focus on, and when you lose 1 unit through focus fire, you lose 25% of your tools. So I always bring more units myself, just as a matter of principle. Other than that, I think the units you picked were fantastic. I loved seeing what the Mastodon could do. I love seeing the Charger C. I want to try one out myself.
Dude, that Charger is money.
Wow, that's expensive.
Yeah.
That's 83 points. You think you could skill those up?
Yeah.
You'd have to drop like another one.
Gideon
So-
says play Calhounds.
Kangaroo
not a
Jacks
faction.
will be there too sometime. But you're always going to be
Anderson's
playing
not a
Ben.
faction.
You're not going to be playing anybody else.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's always the Killhounds versus the Rough
But the
Riders.
fun part is that the irony is even if Coach brought twice as many units as I did, if he, depending on initiative, he's got to move all that many more units first.
true.
Yep.
So I'm glad we've innovated where we could, because it's getting tougher to play because it's getting to be a better game.
Yep. And the community is getting better.
Oh
Think
yeah.
Coach is getting better, man.
Right?
Yeah, baby.
It's only taken him like 5 or 6 years.
I think if I had taken my LVO Rasalhague Dominion list, it would have been way different.
See, Gideon, he is taking something different than Ghost Bear.
There you go. There's a shot of Max.
Thomas, you got anything?
Well, aren't they just pretty?
There's some big boys in there.
Are there any plastic mechs in the whole game today?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Nope.
I think you guys got a 100% metal army.
We were playing all metal.
Yeah,
tonight.
baby.
Today's word of the day is pewter.
That's how they were able to survive the temporary earthquake.
I know only one thing is all of Matt's units looked really awesome.
They do.
They look great.
Tommy,
They look really great.
3 of those?
All of them.
You painted all of those?
I painted all of Matt's units.
Nice. Well done, sir.
And I do not know how to paint any of them ever again. The Bruin I like the most.
Let's see a close up on the Bruin.
Ooh.
Little dapple camo on the top there.
His oil
That's
usage on that
the
paint scheme
that's the
is
galaxy that uses the broken ice.
Ah,
the beta, or the beta galaxy.
Yeah.
Yep. No clue how I did it. I can't remember. I blame it.
he was drunk at the time.
I
Right.
blame it on PTSD.
Yeah.
These buildings look phenomenal too. Right?
I'd have
Coach
to say that. The buildings look great.
Coach got them damaged.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I was able to shoot Matt before Aaron and Matt played. Me and Matt played, and Matt and I were able to shoot between one of the blown out chunks. I was happy.
Yeah, Andrew gave me some buildings, and I kind of sat there and was like, how mad would you be if I took a hammer to him? He's like, eh. And I said, well, I already did. So,
Only slightly mad.
so I just kind of chunked them and
Tampa.
see if I can get it.
What made those buildings?
So I kind of tore them apart and painted them like they got shelled out.
Nice.
So,
Are those Hex Tech buildings?
I believe so. They have the same. I'm not sure. They don't sell those unless they sell the STLs. That I'm not 100% sure on. So,
Okay.
I think the
Well,
biggest
buy
takeaway
Hex Tech
out of
anyways.
this, small list is
yeah.
if
I've got a
you-
bunch of Hex
if you
Tech and they're
got
great.
Level 2 mechs that are just beasts and a small number of them, you're probably not going to do well. Now, if you took like 4 massive tanks that were level 1, you could
If-
probably do a lot better.
If you were able to maybe swap out one of your assaults for 2 medium, like 2 cheap,
Mediums are the way to go, anyway.
14-inch movers or something like that. They don't even have to be TMM3. Just something to like, I don't know,
It
man.
takes a couple
Your
A
list
couple of
was
Vipers.
tough for me to go against because of all the armor I
Yeah.
had to chew through. I mean, I don't throw 6 and 7 points of damage. I throw, I mean, the Shiro and the Tenchi, they only throw 4 at medium range.
Yeah, this was basically a test to see,
My list
can
is
you really do anything good
Yeah.
with such a small number
Yeah.
of big units? Not necessarily.
my list is specifically that guy got shut down, so you're gonna take 14 points of damage because everyone's just gonna auto hit.
If you would have took your Mastodon out and replaced it with 2 Devastators.
But I don't know. That Mastodon did work.
Yeah.
The Grizzly was really the only one that kind of I mean,
The Charger hit with stuff.
the Charger was the MVP.
Yeah. dice were completely cold tonight.
Your charger that stood still most of the game.
Yeah, because you wouldn't even touch it.
I don't want to see any more of that truck talk.
Nice.
Truck. That's a good podcast. Truck talk. Nothing but flatbed trucks.
Coach,
All
how
right,
much
guys.
did it hurt to,
I think we're gonna probably
oh,
call it
sorry.
night. It's snowing here,
All right.
so. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you guys for commentating. I
thanks.
will watch tomorrow and make sure you did a good job. But you guys usually do a pretty good
Smart too
job,
much.
so I don't think I have to worry about it.
Thanks for putting on a good show.
Yes,
All right.
indeed.
Well,
Everybody like and subscribe.
like and
Feel
subscribe.
free to check out
Apparently
the
that's
Patreon.
the thing. Like and subscribe.
Check out the Patreon for Wolfnet Radio Podcast and support these fine gentlemen and all their endeavors.
Yay!
Yay!
See you guys.
Good night.
Have a good night.
It's great. Good night.
See if we got a countdown. No, I mean like for one. No, that doesn't make any sense either. Yeah, we need another bar picture. We
To all units,
Coach, you
proceed
gotta
to your
put
post
the, you gotta put
assignment.
the
All
LBO
units, proceed
picture
to your post
in that.
assignment.
Even if you're not drinking.